EEE is a backbone of our country or an engineering sector. Our students are also actively recruited by DRDO, ISRO, so in the space sector. So they are relevant for the space sectors as well. In other universities, industries are taught in the EEE branch. But in our university, we teach EEE along with the industry. That is a major difference. Today, we have set up a 350 kilowatt of power plant on our block. So which is designed, implemented and monitored by our students. Our students are having a diverse job opportunities after their graduation into generation, transmission, distribution in the power sector. That is one part. And our students are also relevant for EV sector and semiconductor industries. And our students are into automation industries. And our students are into defense sector, aerospace sectors. So we at REVA University, we have created ecosystem for all this. Right platform we have given for all our graduating students. So I recommend for the aspiring students, prefer REVA University.
Choosing the right branch of engineering and university is a very important decision for every student and parent. If you are considering electrical and electronics engineering and wondering about the career opportunities, placements, laboratories, and campus facilities, you are at the right place. Join me as we explore the School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering of REVA University and get all your questions answered directly by the director, Dr. Raghu CN sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, thank you.
Let's begin with the questions, sir.
Yes.
With the emerging sectors such as electric vehicles, smart automation, renewable energy, and Industry 4.0, how does the EEE curriculum prepare the students for these future-focused industries?
Yes. EEE curriculum must be viewed as a nation-building platform rather than a degree. Because India currently it is moving towards clean energy, electric mobility, sustainability, industrial automation, and digital infrastructure. All these nation-building platforms or the objectives are centered across the electrical engineering only. So it is electrically intensified. Okay, so that is why our curriculum mostly we developed our curriculum in two parts. One is designing our curriculum in a fundamental, which addresses the fundamental knowledge, where our students are learning basic electrical engineering, analog electronics, digital electronics, power electronics, control system. These are the fundamental knowledge we are giving. On top of this, the second part is bridging these fundamentals with the modern areas like EV, renewable energy, PLC, SCADA, automation, aerospace, and digital infrastructure, sustainability, so and semiconductor technology like this. So we are giving fundamental knowledge and bridging that to or linking that to then modern areas. So this is how our curriculum is designed. So I can say our curriculum is on par with any other top universities. Okay, so and we just not update our curriculum, we build around the future. So that is why our curriculum is relevant for the industry. And to substantiate this with the statistical data, I can say India is aiming to become a 500 gigawatt power electrical energy by the year 2030. Already we have reached around 200 gigawatt. In that alone, solar is about 154.4 gigawatt of power we are generating today. And that again, there is a demand, huge demand for the electrical power supply. If you take an EV sector, So in 2024, we were our EV market was 50,000 EV were sold, and now it has been increased to 2.08 millions. And globally, if you see, the EV market has increased in the year 2026. It has been increased to 20 million EV vehicles was sold. So that is the huge requirement for electrical engineers. And I can say our students, with our curriculum, our students will definitely gain knowledge, fundamental, and also the advanced technology, and they will be relevant for the industry. So that is what our USP of our curriculum.
The electrical and electronics engineering is called the backbone of modern technology. So, how is EEE evolving today? And what career opportunities can students expect in the coming years?
Yes, as you rightly mentioned, EEE is a backbone of our country or an engineering sector. So now I can change it to it is an heart of the engineering field, because heart pumps the blood, but we as an electrical engineers, we gives power to all the sectors. So in that way, I can say it is an heart of the engineering sector. So as initially the perception by the public on electrical engineering was different. They used to be thinking only on electrical means it is only power generation, transmission, distribution, and electrical machines. That is only the conventional part. So now our EEE horizon has been increased. So now we are not only concentrating on generation, transmission, and distributions, we are into all the sectors. So as I already mentioned, we are into EV. So EEE engineers are required for EV manufacturing, right from designing, battery management, and controller design, converter design, so and maintenance, smart monitoring, battery health monitoring, so like that. And also we are into semiconductor industries. So as you know, the India is investing 76,000 crores on semiconductor industry. So there is a huge demand for electrical engineers in the semiconductor industry as well. And if you take a manufacturing sector, yes, definitely electrical engineering is very much required. So there also electrical engineers role plays is very important there. And also in the smart cities. So we call it as a smart grid. So our grids are smarter now. And there also we are increasing the power reliability, quality of power we are talking about. So all these are very much required. So like that, if you take a renewable energy sector, it is a huge demand, as I already given a statistics of the country. So there is a requirement for engineers to design, implement, maintain, and monitor, and also they should see the life of that power plants. So all these roles are very important for electrical engineers. And so I can say as a career opportunities for electrical engineering students, I can categorize into two directions now. So one is, the first direction is on the core electrical engineering part, where they will be ending their careers or pursue their career in power sectors, power generation, transmission, substations are there. There are many industries are working on distributions. Okay, so like this. And the second part is the advanced modern technologies like EV, semiconductors, automations, PLCs, SCADA, so embedded system. And also now you can see the data centers are setting up in India. So there is a huge power requirement for data centers. Okay, so for example, by 2030, we are expecting around 13.9 gigawatts of power to be consumed by the data centers alone. So it is a huge requirement. It is not only the power, the reliable power, continuous supply of the power, the quality of power, what we give for the consumers, it also matters. So in that way, there is a lot of research and engineers' role is there in these sectors. So, and if you take AI, advancements in AI. So we can integrate AI technology into electrical engineering so that we can also manage our data, huge data. Power sector is having a huge data. Data analytics is very, very important. So we are training our students in all these modern technologies where they can link these modern technologies into our core fundamental knowledge on electrical engineering. So this is where I can say, and if coming to the EV sector, if I say it is expecting in 2030 around 10 million jobs for EV sector. And semiconductor, as I mentioned, it is already, we are training our students to become a semiconductor, to pursue their career in semiconductor industries. Like this, EV industries are expected to generate over 10 million jobs globally in 2030. And our students are also actively recruited by DRDO, ISRO, so in the space sector. So they are relevant for the space sectors as well. That is why EEE continues to be relevant for India's growth story.
I think that just gave a very vast perspective of all the job opportunities what an EEE engineer would have in the upcoming years. So moving on about the differences. What makes your School of Electrical and Electronics different from the other universities which are offering the EEE program?
Yes, it is a right question. So I can say, so in other universities, the EEE industries are taught in the EEE branch. But in our university, we teach EEE along with the industry. That is a major difference. Okay, so they will teach about the industry, but we teach along with the industry. So I can add on to this. Our faculties are not only from the academic background. We have a blend of both academics as well as industry experienced faculty. So our faculties have worked in electric power utilities, automotive sectors, semiconductor industries, and maintenance industries. So like this, EV sector. So we have a good blend of both academic background and the industry background. So that is where I can say I have a very good faculty team to teach our students. Most universities teach about industries in EEE, but we at our university, we teach EEE with the industry. We do not treat EEE as a static branch. We treat it as a dynamic platform for national initiatives. So we at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we train our students on the fundamentals. And these students can relate these fundamentals to the emerging technologies, as I already mentioned, with EV, power electronics, sustainable energy, and renewable energy sectors, e-mobility, and industrial automations, Industry 4.0, so semiconductor industries, like this. Okay, so this statement is substantiated by the World Economic Forum report of 2025, where most of the employers, or 63% of the employers, stated that skill gap is a major barrier for the transformation. And also in the same report, it has been mentioned that 40% of the job skills are going to change by year 2030. Okay, so we as an engineering school, that is, particularly electrical and electronics engineering schools, we need to change our approach. So we cannot be a conventional teaching, learning, classroom teaching is not relevant. So we need to teach our students to think innovatively, think out of the box, and be curious and innovate, and do some practical challenges. They should take it and do some project on the real-time problems, and build that confidence to face the future. So this is what we are training our students at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Our school focuses on 4 major differentiators, that is curriculum relevance, and research culture, laboratory exposure, and the industry orientation. So coming to the curriculum relevance. So our curriculum is not outdated because every year we are upgrading and reviewing our syllabus or the curriculum through by industry advisory board. So I can confidently say our syllabus is not outdated. So coming to the second point is laboratory exposure. So triple E graduating students are graduating not only with the lectures delivered in the classroom, they spend their more than 60 to 70% of their time in the 4 years they spend in the laboratories by doing the lab experiments, doing the innovative projects. They work with faculty after the class hours. So, and the lab facility what we created at school is open for the students after the class hours or during the holidays also. They'll come and work in the laboratories. So most of the time they spend in the laboratories. Coming to the third point is a research culture. So at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we are encouraging students to take research problem statements from the industry, and we have faculties who is from research background, who is working on funded projects. We are involving the students with these faculties and they work together. And also our students in undergraduate programs, we encourage students to publish a research article, and also whatever the ideas they get and whatever the prototypes they have, we encourage them to convert that into patents. And also these patents will lead into the innovation and the new products. That is how we are encouraging the students. And coming to the last part, industry orientation. So we take it very seriously at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. We start with involving the students in the early career only with the industry through a micro internship of in their second year. After their second year, they will be into industry for 3 months. So they'll understand how the industries are practicing and what knowledge they gain in the 2 years, how that is applied in the industry. So, and that is one thing. And we are calling industry experts to the campus. That is across the year it is happening. So each course, each course, we bring industry experts and we give orientation about the practices, industry practices to the students. And also year-long internship program in the final year is an USP for School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering and also for the REVA University. And here, our students are completely free to pursue their internship in their 7th semester from the 7th semester onwards. And that will convert the internship into high-paid job opportunities as well. That is a secret behind the successful placement records what we are having at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So these are the things we are concentrating at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering.
So teaching academics along with the industry does actually make a lot of difference. So just like how you mentioned, practical learning is critical for every branch and especially for electrical. So with that being said, what are the laboratories, hands-on experience or industry-grade equipments which are available in EEE REVA University?
Yes, I believe, or we at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we believe that the great engineers are made in the laboratories, not in the lecture halls. So for this to support our students to become very good expertise in hands-on practical learning, we have state-of-art laboratory facilities at School of Electrical and Electronics, like analog electronic devices, circuits, digital circuits, and electrical machines, power electronics, control system, microcontrollers, advanced microcontrollers, and EV and battery management systems, and also renewable energy labs we have. And also we have high voltage engineering research facility grade labs we have. So like this, we are having all upgraded industry standard laboratory facilities. It is not just a theoretical oriented or an academic level of lab arrangements. It is equipments. It is all on the industry standards. And coming to the software part, if I say, we have an industry grade simulation tools with us, that is right from MATLAB, ETAP, and also PSCAD, and also we have DSpace, and like this we have a lot of industry grade softwares at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Students are given an exposure before they graduate to the industry grade softwares, so that they can build and they can learn the concept, whatever they studied in the academics, and how it has been implemented in the industry. So that is what the USP and the facility we created at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering.
So, with these laboratories and industrial tools, how does the School of EEE plan on bridging the gap between the classroom learning and the industry requirements? This is to ensure the students are job ready right after their graduation.
Yes, the classroom and industry gap is the most important challenge for engineering education. Industries are expecting the graduates to understand the fundamentals and also the modern tools, and solve the real-time problems in their industry. So to bridge this gap between the classroom and the industries, we at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering encouraging the students to take up industrial problem statements. And also, as I already mentioned, we bring industry experts, and we made it a mandatory for all the final year students to have an industry guide. So industry experts are guiding our final year projects, so that our student projects or the graduating or UG level project is also matching with the industry standard. So that is an advantage of involving the industry persons into the projects. And also we encourage our students for multidisciplinary projects. Okay, so and also we have designed our elective courses, and which is curated by industry. So we have most of the 80% of the elective courses are designed by the industry for their level. So that is an advantage of, and in that part of the courses is delivered by the industry experts. Okay, so in that way, in every stage at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we are involving the industry experts right from curriculum design to the final year project. In every stage, we are involving the industry experts. So with these initiatives, we have bridged the gap between the classroom and the industry. And we support, or we produce an engineers who contributes for Make in India.
Since we spoke about bridging the gap between the classroom learning and the industry, can we speak more about the industrial collaborations which are available for EEE students?
Yes, this is one of the biggest strength for School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. We have an active MOUs with leading industry partners, and we have MOUs with companies who are into renewable energy, EV, and also currently we have an MOU with semiconductor industries as well. And now we are trying to collaborate with industry who are working on data science or data analytics, so that we can collaborate whatever the data we have, the huge data of power we have, we can analyze through data analytics. So we are also collaborating with them and closely working with industries. And if I say active MOUs, it is not for only for the sake of numbers. I mean it. We mean it at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, because that is what from last 5 years, what all the MOUs we have signed, still they are active. Every semesters, one or the other way we are collaborating with industries, and industry partners are sponsoring the technical events, and industries in this partnered industries, our students are going and working with their employees, and they do their projects in the industry. And also this industry people are conducting the hackathons and innovation challenges at School of Electrical and Electronics. They bring the problem statement to the students, and they train our students on the technology, and they get the solution from the students for those problem statement in this innovation challenges and hackathons. So that is where I can say School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering is in front line always. We don't miss any opportunities for industry collaborations.
As we talk about the industry and career pathways, many students are concerned about placements. So, what kind of career pathways and placements do EEE graduates get? That is both in core engineering and in interdisciplinary domains.
Yes. Our students are having a diverse job opportunities after their graduation, because our students are into the core sector, as I already mentioned, into generation, transmission, distribution in the power sector. That is one part. And our students are also very much relevant for EV sector and semiconductor industries. And our students are into automation industries, and our students are into defense sector, aerospace sectors, embedded sector. So like this, we have diversified opportunities for EEE students after they graduate. So that is why I can proudly say it is an interdisciplinary branch among all the other engineering branches. So because diverse opportunities are there, and all the content or all the diverse technologies we are teaching in our curriculum. So coming to the statistics of placements, from last 5 years, we are placing almost 90% of the students into the industry through campus, and the rest 5% to 6% are into entrepreneurship, and few percentage of students are into higher studies. And I can confidently say that more than 90% of the students are getting into the industries in their final year. More than 90% of the students are getting placement through our Career Development Center from last 5 years.
So, just like you mentioned that a few percentage of students are into entrepreneurship, the research and innovation these days is increasing its importance. So, how are the students in EEE encouraged to involve in the innovation, entrepreneurship, or any activities regarding research?
We believe undergraduate students are having capability to do research. Very importantly, what they required is the right environment and the mentorship. We at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we provide both. So our students are involved in research in their early career. So as I rightly mentioned in the before, our students are doing their research, starting their research in their second year only. They are made to read research articles and publish the research papers in their semesters. And also the students are involved in the funded research projects where faculties are doing that, and they are also contributing, and those projects also we are considering in their final year projects. And coming to the innovation part, we have a dedicated center called University Industry Interaction Cell, where all student ideas are nurtured and supported, guided to convert it into a product, prototype to product. We believe the right path is like idea to prototype, prototype to validation, validation to publication, publication to patents, patent to startups. So this is in this motto we are working. So all the ecosystem is created at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and in the broader way, it is at REVA University.
For the students aspiring for the higher education or the research or any competitive exams like GATE, how does the school support them in academics or their personal aspirations?
Yes. Our students, most of our students are participating in competitive examinations. So very particularly, as you mentioned, it is GATE. So in their sixth semester, they are registering for GATE examinations. And how we are training our students for this kind of competitive exams is like we are integrated this into our curriculum. So some questions in their assessment is a part of this competitive exams level. So critical thinking questions we are asking, and we are training them with the previous year question papers we are solving in the classroom. And also we are conducting the mock interviews or mock test for the competitive exams. And we are guiding them continuously through the proper mentoring. So we have a mentoring system. All mentors are training and guiding the students to prepare and crack this GATE examinations. So if you see from last 5 years, I can say every year 5 to 6 students are getting into clearing the GATE examinations, and they are pursuing their masters in the premier institutions like IISc, IITs, NITs in various parts of the country. And coming to the MS or abroad studies, so we have a dedicated center at REVA University, that is International Relation Office. So there we provide guidance, support for all the students who wanted to pursue their masters in international universities. We have we have many MOUs with international universities, and before the MS, in their 4 years of journey, we encourage students to go for induction, students immersion programs at international universities. And because of that, and in order to do masters at abroad universities, very importantly, they look for students having the research mindset. So as I already mentioned, that is an integral part of our curriculum. So our students are very good in research. So they are very much sought after in the abroad universities for their masters, and they are pursuing their degree, and they are observed in that university as a research fellows under the guides. So this is how we are supporting our students for competitive exams, and also to do their master's program in international or abroad universities.
We see a lot of students who are actually interested in GATE exams, but they're not rightly guided. So with this guidance, I am pretty sure the percentage of people aspiring for higher education will be more.
Yes.
As we know, India has emerged as one of the world leaders of solar energy. So what is the future of solar power, and how can the students or young engineers contribute in this mission?
Solar energy is not a future anymore. It is at present. And India has set an ambitious target of generating 500 gigawatt of renewable energy resources or sources. In that, solar is at the centerpiece, so which is contributing major part of this target. So at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we have a dedicated solar lab. And our campus at REVA University is all set with a rooftop solar plant. And in that, with the visionary leadership of our Chancellor, Dr. Raghu, who supported us and guided us to take up that solar rooftop project at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. His vision was to set up that solar rooftop plant by the students and by involving our faculties. So we took that challenge, and we involved our students right from design, implementation, and also today we have set up a 350 kilowatt of power plant at in our on our block. So which is designed, implemented, and monitored by our students. And today also current students are taking the data and analyzing the data, and they are monitoring the efficiency of the solar panels, and they are maintaining the solar rooftop plant. This is how we at School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we are training our students for the country need, because in future there will be huge job requirement for in the solar sector. So our students have trained, they are working on the real live project on solar rooftop plant, and they are aware of all the technologies, right from the design, that is using which software we can design, CAD drawings, they know how to string select the inverters rating. So they know everything now. So they are very much relevant for the solar industry, and they are trained in such a manner that they contribute from the day one. So our students are not new to the solar field. They are trained in their 4 years of journey at REVA University.
A student project being actively implemented in the university is actually very impressive. We have covered almost all the relevant questions regarding EEE or REVA University. For a student who is currently evaluating different branches or different universities, why would you want him or her to choose REVA University School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering?
I would recommend EEE because this is one of the branch which connects most of the national priorities like clean energy, smart cities, sustainability, and smart manufacturing, smart monitoring, and semiconductor, AI technology, data analytics, so data centers. So all these, every national initiatives is linked to EEE. So which is, these priorities is not for a short duration, it is for the decades. So students of School of Electrical and Electronics is relevant for the decades. So that is why I recommend the students to opt School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at REVA University. And students should choose an institution which provides a strong foundation with a great state-of-art laboratory facilities, who encourages interdisciplinary learning and a strong research ecosystem, and who supports for innovation, and who encourages guide for entrepreneurship. So we at REVA University, we have created ecosystem for all this. Right platform we have given for all our graduating students. So I recommend for the aspiring students to prefer REVA University as their destiny for their higher education or for undergraduate education.
By answering all the most asked questions so far. So let's have a rapid fire round, sir, where I would like you to answer in a very short and a crisp answering. So the first question is one word that defines EEE.
Power. Power to shape your future.
The most exciting industry for a EEE graduate today.
Electric vehicle, renewable energy.
Core engineering or software? What can a EEE engineer choose?
Both. That is the beauty of EEE.
A skill every EEE student must have.
Problem solving and curiosity.
A tricky one. Research, innovation, or placements?
All the three.
One reason why the student should choose our School of EEE.
Future ready opportunities.
So, your message to aspiring engineers.
Dream big, innovate fearlessly, and start building future today.
If you are a student looking to turn your passion into impact, or a parent who is seeking for a future focused education for your child, then this could be the opportunity you're looking for. Explore possibilities, connect with our admissions team, and take the first step towards an exciting engineering career. Your future starts here at School of EEE, REVA University.